The Celts are here, and what the hell do we care now? Celtic are in the final of the Scottish League Cup. Giorgos Giakoumakis made it 2-0, and his celebrations seemed to me, I was in the stadium, seemed to be a bit of a farewell, a bit of a goodbye. I think he's going to have the opportunity to do the same thing at Celtic Park in the midweek against St Mirren. But it really throws the door open. What is the future of the striker position at Celtic for the remainder of this season and thereafter? Giakoumakis is expected to be in Japan in the coming weeks to do his medical with Urawa and sign his deal to move to the J-League. Tengsted has joined Benfica. The Cho deal seems to be off. And then all the other players we've been kind of loosely linked to from like the Polish division and the Slovakian division and whatever, they've all got loans and transfers domestically that have kind of tied all of them up now. So in the video today, I'll be looking at, do we really even need to replace Giakoumakis? And if we don't sign anyone in this window, exactly how the forward line's going to look for the rest of the season. At any point in the video today, if you laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share and retweet, hail, and all that good stuff. And let's get stuck into it. Now, there's a strong argument to say, let's just keep Giakoumakis and sell him in the summer when more people are probably out there looking to do business, looking to complete some trades, looking to complete some transfers to enhance their squad ahead of the next European season. But Celtic like to be clinical, Celtic like to be swift in the market as we've seen, and it looks like the preferred option will be to get Giakoumakis out sooner rather than later, get the money in, and straight away let's get him replaced and let's have that process done and dusted as quick as possible. Now, I'm not a big fan of rushing into transfers just to make them happen, and I think the majority of Celtic transfers over the last 10 to 15 years that we've rushed into have not worked out pretty well. So I'm not too excited to go down that path again. If we actually look at the striker options that we have at the moment, Ange Postecoglou has very clearly got a preferred set of players, a preferred like first choice team. Now, I know the manager doesn't like the term first choice, but it definitely seems to be that way. And at the moment, it looks to be Maeda, Kyogo, and Jota. Now, conventional wisdom, we want to have a couple of players spare for each position to deal with fatigue, to deal with yellow card suspension, amongst a few other details as well. Instead of Daizen Maeda on the left, we could have Haksabanovic. Instead of having Jota on the right, we could have Abada. Instead of having Haksabanovic, we could have Jota. Instead of Abada on the right, we could have Maeda. Or we could have James Forrest on the right. Or we could have Haksabanovic on the right. Now, Kyogo seems very much nailed on in this centre-forward position, and he does have enough versatility to play out wide and maybe even filling in this number 10 position here on occasion. But Haksabanovic and Jota, I don't think have the versatility to play central. Daizen Maeda has played very well for us in the centre-forward position on the very few occasions he has played there under Ange. And obviously at the World Cup, he did fantastically well in this position for Japan, and is very much more like Kyogo than probably what we're looking for from the backup centre forward, because it feels like we want a little bit of a different arsenal available from an alternative striker. And the only other option that we've got currently at the club at the moment would be Vata, who seems to be very much a forward number 9 type player. Now, Liam Abada is probably the least versatile of the forwards. He only ever seems to get played on the right hand side. Even James Forrest can make some appearances on the left and be useful, but Abada, it feels like his secondary position, or another part of what might be going on at his development at Celtic, is trying to, I don't know, teach him, coach him into having some more versatility in his game. Whenever Abada has been linked away to Celtic, the club and the player have been very firm in saying, we're not moving this on anytime soon. And it does feel like there is a real willingness and determination to develop Abada further. Now, the only other time that we've seen Abada play a different position successfully for Celtic under Ange Postecoglou has been as a makeshift forward, centre forward. Whenever he's done that, it has been real bottom of the barrel squads we've been listing back when the squad wasn't as deep. We've had lots of injuries, international situations, whatever. But virtually every player we look at in the front line at the moment can play a minimum of 2 positions. The only real squad depth that we're after is for Kyogo relief, is for centre forward rotation, is for centre forward variation as well. Depends on the different types of opponents that we might have. Now, I love Giakoumakis as much as the next Celtic fan, but the big man cannot pass to save himself. And we spoke about that on the channel last week, so I'm not going to go back into that. Any replacement for Giakoumakis has to be able to give us the qualities that he currently does, but has to make up for where he drops the ball. They have to be able to hold it in just like Giakoumakis can, but they have to be able to play other players in very successfully. Now, I've not seen enough of Rocco Vata to say whether he can be or will be the guy that can do that job for us, but I think Celtic are always a team, and always should be a team, that tries to give the best academy players the best opportunities possible. And it feels like if Giakoumakis is to leave in January and the perfect option isn't there for us to bring in, then we've got enough first team rotation options there where even the use of Rocco Vata wouldn't be overly detrimental to Celtic, I don't think, considering exactly the position we're in the league and the cups as well. And they wouldn't put too much pressure on him, and we would get a good opportunity to see if he has the ability to step up over the next couple of months. Now, like I was saying around Tengsted and some of the other transfers we've been linked to, I definitely don't want to see Celtic compromise on this position and just getting some guy in because he could do. It feels like we've did that with Abelgard, and that didn't work out too well, and I don't want to see Celtic repeating those same mistakes and putting us 6 months back development-wise on this area of the pitch, of this position. Again, equally, if the perfect target isn't out there, I said it on the show last week, Jordan Larson on loan would be a great shout. And it's because of this quality of depth that we've got running through the squad that I don't really feel any urgency that Celtic need to go and get another striker today. I don't feel the urgency that Celtic need to go and replace Giakoumakis in this window. Because for Ange and for Celtic now, I can't say it enough, it's all about the 100% right target for the position in the squad. If Cho doesn't want to come because he's not going to be guaranteed first team minutes on a weekly basis, then good luck to him and we'll see him around sometime. But we want to be bringing in the best player, and it doesn't matter if they're €9 million, $12 million, 50 million yen. With the sales that Celtic are making and the financial success that we've had over the last 10, 15, 20 years, being frugal, being smart, building in sell-on clauses into all the players that we've sold over the last 5 to 10 years, getting another player that the manager and the club are as confident on their upper level of potential as they have been with Jota, Carter Vickers and Matt O'Reilly, then I want to see us going and getting the striker that fits that bill and spending the money required to go and get them in, because that's the only way that you truly level up every department of the squad. A huge part of the success in the Celtic team, make no mistake about it, is the competition for places. There is genuinely 2 people to every position, and now we might actually be in a position where we've got three international class right backs. I would love to hear from you any suggestions that you have that Celtic should be aiming for a new striker in this January transfer window. Can you convince me that we need to go and get somebody this month? Let me know in the comment section down below. Enjoy the game this week, enjoy the game at the weekend. I'll catch you on Thursday for the flagship podcast. Hail, hail, take care.